Hey guys, it's Gemma. So today's video is going to be on self-harming and like cutting and that kind of thing. Someone on Formspring asked me to do this video, so as always I'm on it, like a girl on it. And yeah, it's just basically going to be like advising you on how to deal with it and hopefully to get you to stop, because it really does upset me to hear that people are doing this and they think that it's the best thing to do when you're in a bad situation, because it really isn't. Like, I just wish I could stop it, like I really do, because there's nothing worse than just like reading constantly about people my age harming themselves and thinking that they deserve it, because they don't. Like, I really wish people didn't, because I've experienced some tough things in the past 2 years which have been hard to face, and you know, I've had those feelings like, oh, you know, I just want to die kind of thing. And like, once you get to like a certain point in your life where you realise how precious life really is, you'll understand like how ridiculous you were at that point, and you'll wish that you never really even considered it. Because I can say now, like, I'm so glad that I never did anything to harm myself, and I'm glad that I was strong about it, because you can get through things without having to punish yourself, because the bottom line is none of this is your fault. Life is always throwing new challenges at you, getting you to face like harder things. It's always testing you, and that's life basically. That's why life is as it is, because you have ups and downs, but like, the reality is you can't affect what life throws at you, but you can affect how you deal with it. Now, a lot of people seem to think that self-harming is the only way that they can handle it and is their best way to handle it, but it isn't. I would highly recommend counselling or therapy. A lot of people say, oh, you know, no, you know, I'm not like that bad to like have counselling or therapy. But counselling and therapy is like a wide variety of different things. You can get it if you're not socialising, you want to socialise more, for confidence, anything at all. Like, it doesn't have to be a huge problem. You don't have to be like hitting rock bottom to receive counselling and to benefit from it. And I think a lot of people think that counselling is for, you know, all these crazy people, but it isn't. Like, it's just like, it's someone to talk to and someone to like sort of, I don't know, explain it in a way that it makes sense to you, like why you're doing this, and it makes you more aware of your feelings and your emotions. And when I received counselling and therapy and things like that, it made me more aware of what I was thinking, why I was thinking it, and also how to cope with those feelings. So it, like, you know, in front of everything else, I would definitely recommend counselling or therapy if you're experiencing like tough things right now and you just need that extra support. That is definitely like someone to go to, and that should help you with your like self-harming problems as well. So I don't know, I really want to say this now. Like, if you are cutting currently, if you're considering it or you have cut, please do not do it. Like, I know it's hard to just, like, obviously I know how hard it is to stop, but I just want you to know that you don't deserve this. You don't deserve to punish yourself, and you shouldn't be doing it. Like, it's not your fault that these bad things are happening to you, and I just really don't want you to sort of harm yourself basically. And I don't know, I really wish people didn't do it, because like, I don't know, I just think you need to do it in a safe and healthy way. And I think, like, obviously, you know, you cutting isn't solving these problems in your life, it's making you feel even worse. You may think at the time, oh yeah, cutting makes me feel good, but afterwards you're not benefiting from it. So if you actually solve the problems, go to someone for help and get that support you need, you will improve. And then you don't need to do all these different things like to harm yourself, because you will be solving the problem immediately, and also you won't be risking your health in any way. Now, I know it's hard when you actually are addicted to self-harming, and I know that it must feel like you're alone, but the reality is there's so many people out there who are in your position or in similar positions. Maybe they don't self-harm, but maybe they're thinking about it. And a lot of people do self-harm, like, that is definitely a fact. And I really wish that it hadn't come to this, because I know that a lot of you guys out there are strong enough to be able to do this without harming yourself. And I don't want you to feel like that's the only thing that you can do, because if you really need that help, then I'll be that person that can be there for you, because I would literally put myself out like so much, as long as you guys aren't harming yourselves. Like, that's all I want. Like, even if I have to answer a call at 5 o'clock in the morning and talk to you and get you to stop, I would do that, because I really, like, anything, I would literally do anything as long as you do not cut, because I can't stress enough how bad it is and how much it's affecting you and making things worse. You have to remember that this, like, cutting is making it worse. You may think it's better, but in the long run it is making it so much more worse. And the longer down the line you get, basically, the worse and the harder it's going to be to stop. And you are going to look back in the future and think, oh my gosh, you know, I wish I never had done that. You know, you will regret it, because I have a friend who used to self-harm. I never knew about it, but she said, you know, about a year down the line, she regretted it so much. And I don't want you guys to be in the same position where you think that that's the only way, like, the only thing that you can turn to. The reality is, you have friends and family. You may not think that they care, but they do care about you. They really do. And even if you don't have them, I'm here for you, and I do care, because I really honestly want to help you guys, because I know, like, what a huge issue it is. Now, I'm not going to sort of ramble on about the different things you can do, because I've already explained that in an answer on my formspring. But if you did read that, it did go through loads of different sort of tips that you can do to try and cut down on it and try to stop self-harming. It did include things like occupying yourself. Like, as soon as you start to get these feelings, do something that makes you happy, basically, and, like, just think, stop, you know what, no, I'm not going to. I am going to transfer my mind to something else. I'm going to watch TV to distract myself. I'm going to watch my favourite comedian. I'm going to listen to amazing music that I enjoy, and I'm going to try and occupy myself, and I'm definitely going to make sure I do not do anything. I do not touch myself, and I tell myself that I'm going to be okay and I will get through this. Another thing would be to call someone instantly. Now, this can be a hotline for self-harming, or it can be a friend or a relative, someone you trust, and it could even be me if you wanted it to be. And just someone that can calm you down, reassure yourself that you're going to be okay, and just give you, like, the vital support and tips that you need and advice and stuff. So definitely a hotline number would be good if you, like, have that handy, or even Childline, because they deal with all sorts of things. So yeah, if you're ever in danger or feeling alone, contact someone. That's definitely what you should do. Also, I've heard that exercise really helps, like, boost your mood and everything, and also it takes your mind off things. So maybe just going for a quick jog, you know, shove your headphones in, go for a jog, and I'm sure that you'll feel better after that. Obviously, I know a lot of people instantly go to it, and that's something you've got to break out from. You've got to realise that you're in control of what you're doing, and you have the power to tell yourself to stop. It's just, I know it's hard because you're blinded by that and you find it hard to, but as long as you get the support and you also work hard yourself, you can stop this. As long as you say no, and it's all about the mind, really. You've got to tell yourself, and you've got to know that this is not helping you and that you want to stop. If you want things, like, you've got to ask yourself, like, do you want to get better? And if the answer is yes, then you've got to know that cutting is, like, stopping you from getting better, basically. Also, another thing would be, there's a technique where you put an elastic band around your wrist, and then as soon as you get that urge, you ping the elastic band, and that sort of sends a signal to the mind, obviously gets you to stop everything you're doing, and see that as a sign to stop and either contact someone or do something to take your mind off it, as I said again. And also, I've heard that using a red marker on your wrist instead helps as well. So it's all those kind of things. I mean, I've explained it quite a lot in my answers on formspring. It's obviously something that is hard for me to advise on because I haven't experienced it personally. But all I can say is, like, as hard as things get in life, cutting and injuring yourself, harming yourself in any way is not the answer, and you can get through this. And it's like happiness is a choice. If you choose to be happy and you choose to be strong and get over this, you will get over it. And harming yourself isn't making the problems better. If anything, it is making them worse. And, like, it's really just not helping. You're not benefiting from doing that. And it does, in fact, send negative messages to the brain and actually makes you feel worse. So, I mean, I guess that's all I can really say about it. And I just wish that I could help more, if you know what I mean. Because I feel like this video isn't helping people, but I really, really hope it does. But I just feel like it's such a topic that is hard, because I know how hard it is to stop. And I just wish that I had experienced it, so I could, I could sort of tell you how to get over it, or how to deal with it, or how I stopped or why you should stop, but because I haven't experienced it, I don't obviously know a great deal about it. Definitely reach out to other people, and I think speaking to other people that have self-harmed is the best idea. But it really does, it sickens me to know that people think that like self-harming is a good idea. I have read, like, the amount of things I've read about, like, people self-harming that don't even have a problem, they just wanted to try it to see what it was like, and then they're like, oh yeah, it's really good. Like, how crazy and like silly can you be? Like, that is ridiculous. I really wish people weren't like that, and I wish I could help that, because it's not a good thing, and I just don't understand. I just really wish I could stop it. And like people sort of saying about how, you know, oh yeah, cuts look really good on people and it shows a sign of strength. I would say it's the complete opposite. Now, no offense to anybody that does cut, but I think it shows a sign of weakness, because you are choosing to harm yourself when you could be like choosing a much better option, which is safer and more better for you. So I mean, I do respect everyone who has got into this position, because I know how hard it is and how the stress can really build up. And if you do ever need anybody to talk to or anybody to help you, I will be that person. I will put myself out so much to help you guys, because I know how hard it is, and I know that it's hard for you to stop. So I would definitely recommend professional help though. They will definitely help you, and they'll be able to give you techniques, advice, and all those sorts of things, and they'll also be able to like change your thinking about things. So yeah, those are definitely things that I recommend, and I'm really sorry if this video hasn't helped. And can you please leave comments for other video ideas, because I'm at a stage where I'm sort of stuck now. I don't really know what to go to next. So yeah, sorry if this video has been a bit sort of throaty. I've got a really bad throat. So yeah, I'm going to go now, but please leave some comments, anything at all, just leave a comment, okay? And I just want you guys to know that I'm here for you. Maybe I'm not there for you in person, but I am there for you if you need a phone call. If you just want to chat on Formspring, I'm there for advice all the time. And also you can add my Facebook as well. I'll leave a link in the description box below, because I guess, you know, it's easier to talk on there. So yeah, anything you absolutely need, and also if you do want any advice on anything at all, just leave a comment and I will get on that straight away. So thank you so much for your support, guys. It means so much to me, and it's really rewarding to hear that I'm helping you guys, and it really does make me feel good to know that I am having an impact on other people, because that's basically what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure that you guys are safe and that you're enjoying life and you're happy. So yeah, hopefully I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye!